Good day, Crime Talk aficionados. My name is Scott Reich, and this is Crime Talk. Let's get straight to the docket. First, now the defense attorneys don't want cameras in the courtroom. I wonder if Judge Boyce asked them to do that. Just kidding. Anyway, an update on some Delphi murders information, and then our dumb criminal of the day. Let's talk about it. Good day, aficionados. We got a short docket for you today. And you may say, why, Scott? Well, because Scott started a preliminary hearing at 8:15 this morning, and we were able to take two 10-minute breaks the entire day when we ended about 3 p.m. So, well, it's going to be quick. All right? So let's get to it. But you know the drill. Subscribe if you haven't, like if you do, hit that bell for notifications, and remember you can listen to us anytime on your favorite podcasting app. So let's go ahead and open the docket for September 1st, 2022. Can you believe it's already September? The end of the year's already here. It's so close. And then guess what? The Lori Vallow Chad Daybell trial, right? Right around the corner. Think we're going to have cameras? Not if Lori Vallow's attorneys get their way. They have filed a motion asking that cameras be banned from upcoming court hearings and trial, claiming that the media has abused their privilege to photograph and video the proceedings. They filed the motion basically saying that the jury pool camera provided basically some close-ups, and there were some issues that maybe they thought that they were being listened to, i.e. attorney-client communications, or they zoomed in and they could have looked at attorney work product on the table. Apparently, a review's been taken place, and nothing was recorded about conversations, attorney-client type of information, and nothing work product information as well. And the apparently this remote camera was set up in the jury box with another remote video camera installed in front of the defense table. And obviously they were taking pictures and videos. And Judge Boyce had approved the camera's request and the video outlets in the courtroom as set out in an April 14th order governing courtroom conduct. Now, unbeknownst to the defense counsel, Court TV and other media outlets set up a remote camera a few feet in front of the defendant's desk and put these microphones on the defendant's desk. And the defense motion says the camera zoomed in repeatedly on the defendant while she was listening to the arguments of counsel and while she was trying to convene with counsel. The defense argues that the zoom on Daybell's face was so close that the obvious intent of the filing was not to listen to the arguments of counsel, but to gauge every facial expression of the defendant or her lawyers. You mean like a jury does? Anyway, Daybell's attorneys say they're unsure if any conversations were recorded. Turns out they probably have not, but you get the gist. They don't want the cameras in there. Heck, if it was my client, I probably wouldn't want the cameras there either. But guess what? It goes back to the whole right for the public to know what's going on in their court systems. Now, hopefully the judge will say, you know what, let's get some clarification on where these cameras are going to be, but we're still going to keep the cameras, okay? Frankly, I think when the cameras are on, everybody is on their A game, okay? Speaking from experience, I know when there's been cameras in the courtroom and you just want to do a better job just so you don't look like a fool, okay? The fact that they're looking at Lori Vallow and looking at her facial expressions, you mean like a jury would? Exactly. Get over it. People aren't going to necessarily convict. They shouldn't convict based upon one's facial expressions. They should convict or find somebody not guilty based upon the evidence or the lack thereof of evidence in the case, not one's facial expressions, okay? I got in trouble by that because I commented on somebody's YouTube channel basically saying, somebody's guilty, look at the way they blink their eyes. Like, no, we're not going there. I don't want anybody to do that. But yeah, the jury's going to look at your client. They're always going to look at your client. Get over it, defense. I like you guys. Come on, but still. Really? No cameras? No. After what we talked about yesterday, come on, Mr. Archibald. Next on the docket, little Delphi update. The Indiana State Police reportedly began searching a northern Indiana river this week in connection with the 2017 death of the two Delphi girls. Apparently, a search began in the Wabash River after the Murder Sheet podcasters connected the area with the death of Libby German and Abby Williams. The girls were found murdered on Valentine's Day in 2017 in Delphi after they took a hiking trip on an abandoned bridge. Now, the river is in the area where Keegan Kline lived. Now, Kline, who was arrested last year on child exploitation and child pornography charges, said police told him he was the last person to communicate with one of the girls. He denies any involvement in the murders whatsoever. Well, court documents stated the detectives found photos, chats, and additional evidence that revealed Kline indeed chatted with the girls a short time before their deaths. And according to the reports, Libby had an interaction with Kline on Instagram, but thought she was interacting with a person in a photo Kline posted as himself in an attempt to catfish the young girls into sending nude photographs. Libby was apparently enthralled by the profile. She wanted to meet up with him. She was being potentially catfished by this person who, of course, looked nothing like and was nothing like what he portrayed online. Now, the heavily redacted court document says the state police and the FBI encountered Kline in 2017 while conducting a search warrant in Peru, Indiana, and that is when they discovered the fake Anthony Schatz profile soliciting minor girls online. A subpoena for the IP address led to another address in Peru, Indiana, and a second search warrant was found Kline and his father there. Investigators seized several devices, but Kline contacted them a few days later about the devices that they hadn't seized. When investigators got that device, they found that many files had been deleted and social media apps had been uninstalled. Now, the alleged search is happening as a judge ordered the unsealing of the child porn case against Mr. Kline, and he has not been charged in connection with the Delphi murders. Now, quick recap: on February 13th of 2017, Libby and Abby took a hiking trip to the abandoned Monon High Bridge, M-O-N-O-N, in an outing that was only meant to be a few hours. The girls took photos while strolling across the bridge, but as time passed and their family didn't hear from them, police were called for assistance. Police found the girls' lifeless bodies a short distance from the bridge the following day near a trail close to the bridge. The bodies were found on the property belonging to Ronald Logan. Investigators tracked Logan's activities on the day of the murders and determined that he was not forthcoming. According to the warrant, Logan said he was in Lafayette on the day of the murders visiting an aquarium. He also allegedly asked his cousin to back up his story before the girls' bodies had even been found. Now, based upon investigators' experience, it's reasonable to believe that the creation of an alibi prior to the discovery of a crime indicates culpability or knowledge of the crime, the agents wrote in the affidavit. Now, Ronald Logan was never named a suspect despite the warrant, and he passed away in 2020. The killers were later nicknamed the Snapchat murders after Abby took a photo of Libby at around 2:17 p.m. and put it on social media. Detectives said that after the photo was taken, a man approached the girls and apparently told them to go down the hill. Only a few seconds of the 43 seconds long recordings have not been made public. Now, the warrant indicated that an FBI agent said Logan's voice is not inconsistent with that of the person in the video. Kline's voice, however, has not been ruled out. All right. And finally, our dumb criminal of the day. Yes, because there's not enough crime in California, the police need to be concerned about this. The police have released images of this smiling couple who apparently got caught engaged in a sex act at the recent Oakland A's game at the Ring Central Coliseum. Now, warning that they potentially face a stiff penalty of up to 6 months in the cleek. The cops got the heads up about the duo's possible attempt to slide into third base thanks to a now viral video from a lightly attended ball game against the Seattle Mariners. Prove they are going hard trying to find the suspects. Oakland cops released images of this grinning duo they believed responsible for this lewd and lascivious act. The image shows the bespectacled man dressed in all black, including a long-sleeve T-shirt honoring The Cure's A Strange Day, a song from the goth pop band's 1982 album Pornography. Coincidence? I don't think so. Now, obviously smiling with disheveled hair, he walks with his blonde-haired, tattooed female companion, affectionately holding his left arm. She wore pink pants and a lime green shirt, pulled up seemingly showing parts of her bra. And the Oakland Police Department is releasing this photo in hopes that the community can get behind and identify these two individuals. However, the parties have not yet been identified, and no one's been cited for arrest of violation of Section 647A of the Penal Code, lewd acts in public, because they got no other crime to worry about. Hey, pro tip, no sex in public while other people are watching. And even if you think they are, somebody probably is. Don't do it. Anyway, that little couple, you are a dumb criminal of the day. Congratulations. That's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. We shall see you next time on Crime Talk.